Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans, with your hosts, Jesse Martin.
Because 90% of them are wrong. They're fucking wrong.
Max Taman.
You've got a plate of shit and you've got a bowl of shit. They're the same thing.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
John Taman.
What the hell was I talking about?
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taman.
I might be the world's worst podcast host, but we are creeping up on being the NFC's best football team. That was a tight game against the Giants. Welcome, everybody who's coming in to see us today. Hang on a minute. Let me let our good friend Scott.
I got him.
Jesse's got him. All right, hey, man, it's the Postgame Mashup. We got Jesse and John and Scott from the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast. We got Jesse from the Bunker Podcast, and we've got Scott from the One Point Safety Show. So we got it all wrapped up right in here. Max isn't going to be here tonight. I don't know what Scouse is doing. Andy's got some family stuff to do. But, hey, 7-2. How's that feel?
7-2. First time since 1996.
Isn't that something? 1996. Now, was that the year that Norv ended up 8-8?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so we're not even going to mention that again. That was my mistake. I shouldn't even have brought that up. So, all right, man, initial thoughts on the game. Go ahead, Scott. Oh, yeah, let me let everybody know who the hell you are. I don't have a sponsor for it.
We can use yesterday's sponsor. That's still good for at least another $48.
Oh, really? Okay, all right, well, then let's see. We've got Abner Woo's. Scott's presentation is brought to you by Abner Woo's Pork Anus. And this comes up already, the commercial. Abner Woo's Pork Anus. Mothers everywhere know that to get delicious restaurant-quality pork anus at home, it is with Abner Woo's frozen foods. Stir-fried pork anus, kung pao, and many more recipes will have your family asking, Mom, is it anus night? Pork anus, bat snout, horse testicles, and more. Available now in your grocery freezer. Remember, moms, when the kids are hungry, nothing beats a plate of Abner Woo's delicious pork anus. There we go. All right, so congratulations, Scott. That's good. I think you get paid by the read. So,
yeah, I might be getting a few more dollars this week.
I don't think they're paying you in dollars. You might get a case of anus in the mail, though. That might
maybe. Who knows?
Scouse is having internet issues. He's trying to get in.
He is.
He says a StreamYard, but it's not.
I must have paid his bill.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't know if he paid his bill.
Initial thoughts on the game, though, John. Yeah, Jeremy Chin had a great game. I thought that the defense got very tired towards the end. About 10 minutes to go, it seemed like a reoccurring theme from...
They were tired when they fucking got off the bus.
They got swept through the first quarter.
They were getting shellacked.
They weren't great. They were not great today. But again, it landed on the offense, and we did more than enough. And I hate the Giants as much as you do. And their town is full. Their city is full of rats, and it stinks of shit. So who cares? And that's a sweep. That is a sweep. Yes,
that is a sweep.
Get in.
Swept the Giants, and for me, it goes like this: Hitler, the Giants. There's nothing else in between there. So fuck the Giants. And I'll tell you who did get a nice big plate full of anus today. It was Daniel Jones. And I know we had an argument about this in our little chat there. But, the first play of the second half, he got that 15-yard penalty because who was it clubbed him in the head there? 92.
Armstrong,
or Dorrance Armstrong. Just smashed him right in the face. And, I'm like, I said, there's times in the game where you go in there and you just say, all right, you know what, I'm going to take the 15 yards. We're in a good spot here. We're at the 20-yard line. We can give up a 15-yard personal foul here, and I'll pay the fine. But it sent a message to Daniel Jones.
Not really.
Well, maybe it did. But
didn't he score on that
sure
drive?
Felt good in my end. I got to say that. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll be right back. I got to turn a light on.
Well, I'll say this. Thank God for Jaden Daniels. I mean, he put on a fucking master class in quarterbacking today. He showed all the New York Giants fans what a real quarterback looks like, what they wish they had in Daniel Jones. And even though Daniel Jones didn't record one passing yard in the first half, he did play better in the second half. But that was, 0 passing yards. And it's probably because, they ran down our throats the entire first half of the game.
Well, that one pass he threw out to Wan'Dale Robinson that we stuffed and threw him backwards about 10 yards, that had something to do with it, too.
Can I just point out before we get started there that Scouse has clearly not paid his electric bill. He's in the dark again, and the internet's not been working for him.
He called up the electric company. He said, "Look, I'll pay you next Friday. I got to pay the quick internet bill so I could be on the show tonight." Welcome to Scouse After Dark. Welcome to Scouse After Dark. All right, so we are going around getting our initial impressions of the game here. Scouse, go ahead, sir.
I think we did just enough. I don't think we played that well.
Jesus.
I think defense was horrible.
Yep.
Horrible?
And still cannot stop the run, and it doesn't look like they've got any idea of how to do it or any plan of how to do it. So it's concerning.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you, Scouse. I mean, y'all know in our chat that I get a little
emotional,
emotional, testy, but on a serious note, I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. Our run defense is extremely bad. That piss poor offensive line for the Giants just seemed like they were opening up holes left and right, and Tyrone Tracy was just skirting right through. So that's something that we're going to have to consider in the future when we're playing teams like the Steelers and Saquon Barkley's coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be in trouble. I mean, the book was kind of written on how to stop Jaden Daniels. It's just not giving him the ball, and if you can run the ball as an opposing team, that spells trouble with us. I think it was pretty stupid of the Giants to come out in the second half throwing when they could have just continued to run.
Well, I don't know that they could have continued to run, but I think that was their game plan there, was to soften us up with the run and then try to open things up with the pass in the second half. And it worked because for some odd reason, Benjamin St. Juste decides he's going to play off everybody, and they just let him out there by himself to go for one-on-one no matter who it is. And I keep thinking, God damn it, how many more times do we have to see, neighbors run him off and then catch an 11-yard pass? The difference between this game and last game is at least after he gives up a freaking 12-yard pass or 11-yard pass or 9-yard pass, St. Juste can somewhat tackle the guy, and I like Mike Davis last time to just let them all run around him.
Ian Scouse's brother brought up a point: is who are we getting? We must get somebody by Tuesday.
Yeah,
the trade
A
deadline.
corner has to be a corner.
It's got to,
without doubt. It's got
or
to
I'm
be.
going to go full blown Scouse and fucking bum every fucking front office personnel there is. They're all fucking bums if they don't go get a corner.
I'm glad you reworded that, because when you said you're going to bum the front office,
he's going to be busy for a while.
I was going to say, yeah.
He's going full Scouse. The Scouse is like, wait a minute, I've never done that.
Wait.
I've never done that.
Whoa, hold up, what?
No. I think Lattimore has been a name that's thrown around. What's the score in the Saints game? Because I heard if they lose, they're going on. They're selling. Yeah. So Lattimore is a name. He's a little older, but he's still damn good. And go get him.
What about Chase Young?
Oh God, no. Jesus Christ.
No, you playing in the end?
No.
I saw somebody. It was one of the big NFL reporters say that the Lions need to go get Chase Young and another Myles Garrett. They need to go trade for Chase Young and Myles Garrett right now because they don't have a pass rush.
Shoot, they ain't trading Myles Garrett, but Chase Young isn't going to help anybody.
I don't know. They scored 3 points today, so.
Who?
The Browns.
Yeah. Well,
Get it up to 10.
Greg Newsom.
They got another touchdown.
Yeah.
Greg Newsom.
Tillman garbage time.
But we need to get some. But let's talk about the good things, man. This offense, dude. We're 7-2. This offense is freaking, man. Cliff Kingsbury and Jaden Daniels. That combination was something else, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's made me think here? And Scouse mentioned it 4 weeks ago, I think, on our show. He said, and I know you said don't put that juju about, but the more and more this offense goes on, do you think Cliff's in the conversation here for head coaching jobs? Genuinely, after 1 year.
I don't think he wants it. right now.
I know that, but it's good. The only thing that's good is that we've built depth in the coaching room, so there is people who can step up and take that on. But can they run the same offense as what we've got? Because Cliff was in his bag again today, man. He was doing the plays. Play calling was brilliant on offense. I really thought he did really, really well. And you can't keep doing this with the team going from fourth to first, on a upward trajectory, and thinking to yourself, well, this guy's not going to get any looks, because he sure is going to get looks, 100%.
It's a quick turnover league, especially at coaching. You get 2 years to figure it out, otherwise you're going to be gone, especially in a lot of these cities. So, yeah, I can see him getting some calls, and I would hope that he doesn't take them. I mean, I'm selfish in that way. I want to see our team continue to grow and be successful. Today's game I thought was just a bit too close for my comfort. I predicted 42-10, right? But it just wasn't to be. Scouse, I know you enjoyed them taking a knee at the 1 yard line at the end of the game there.
You did.
Me, I'm on the other thing. I like to just bowl them over and put them in the
fucking score, man. Fucking score there. It's the goddamn New York Giants.
The ball back, just do this.
Because you'll be up by 17 points at that point in time.
This is the difference between the Yanks at the top and the Wanks at the bottom. Right.
Hey, you chose my fucking Jameis Winston today, bro. I mean, come on.
No, I didn't. I started Kirk Cousins. I just have Jameis on the bench. I just wanted to see what y'all thought about it. Then, I definitely put Kirk Cousins in the game.
And then you went, oh, shit, Kirk's going to be in now because everyone's saying it.
No, I knew Kirk was going to do well.
That's what happened, bro.
I knew Kirk was going to do well. I put down a hell of a fucking prop yesterday on what I thought Kirk was going to do.
Did.
So I put my money where my mouth was. But, all right, so for today, the defense, I think, it gave up a lot of holes to an offensive line that had problems. But I don't think that Tracy running for, what did he get finally, about 60-some-odd yards? I don't know. I haven't gone over and looked at the stats yet. He's a good back, and he's a guy that has been doing this for the last couple of weeks. And even though our run defense has had holes, I don't know that it's time to light the freaking signal flares on it. They didn't give up any touchdowns.
I mean, I think it is at corner.
You look at any team against us this year. Everyone, as a combined, maybe not one back, but as a team, are getting 100 plus, 120, 130 yards plus minimum each week. That's not good enough, man. That's eventually going to catch up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 66,
I agree, especially with
66 yards,
John.
Yeah.
Johnny got 66 yards on 16 carries, 4.1 average. Daniel Jones was the next one with 54 on 7 carries and a 7.7 and 1 TD. That was fucking embarrassing. I'm sorry. Sam Still and Dante
had
Fowler
a bad
Jr.
game.
Sam
Still had a really bad game today.
Yeah,
Scott G, there is no need for sensibility on this podcast whatsoever.
Yeah, that was that. It's not like any kind of miracle has ever happened in the Meadowlands before.
Ever agreed with me?
Probably is the first time Scott G's ever agreed with you, Scouts. You're right. You are the new Jesse.
Hey, Cape underscored, man. Oh,
Some places that's not a good thing.
Maybe. But yeah, I completely agree with you.
There's
The
new film in the
defense.
camera. Everybody, you're the new Jesse.
Benjamin St. Juste, man, we've got to discuss it. I mean, why is he every time like he's playing zone when he should be playing man?
He doesn't want to get beat deep.
But he can't.
Well,
he can't jam a receiver. He's about 3 yards off the receiver every single time. And if you looked at it, I said it in our chat. Look who they're targeting. Look at who they're targeting. Every time you want a play from an opposition team, they're going towards 25. It's embarrassing. He's not.
In a sense, you're right, but I mean, St. Juste isn't changing the play call. I mean, Witt calls whether it's going to be zone or man. So if you want to blame someone in that situation, Witt. But I will give St. Juste some flowers. That penalty that he was called on was not a fucking penalty whatsoever. That was pretty good coverage right there.
It was. I mean, what I don't understand with St. Juste is why is he always traveling with like the number one receiver?
Because he's
the only veteran we have out there.
And saying, I'm the fucking bollocks. Well, obviously you're not. You are just bollocks, as in shit.
I'm the bollocks.
Because there's nobody better.
Scott, I see that look on your face.
I'd rather have fucking Sanders than live against neighbours.
Well,
Sanders still was there on Neighbors, and he got burnt with Neighbors.
I'm going to say the same thing we've been saying. You can't fix it all in one offseason, and we knew the cornerback was going to be a weakness, and that is how you hide and protect St. Juste, is you put him in a situation where if they're going to do that, they're not going to go further than that. He managed to tackle somebody. It's not like if he's uptight on somebody like that, you forget it. He's going to get double move juked and gone. The guy's going to be past him, and that's going to be the end of it. In this situation, we bend, but we don't break. That's kind of the idea there. I just didn't understand why they didn't have more safety help over the top there for him. And I think even Chris Myers said early in the game, I was talking about the Commanders, like that guy, I can't stand his voice.
The broadcast was so fucking one-sided.
Sanchez, I swear to God, Sanchez,
so
I think
biased.
at one point in the game was just reading off shit that he saw in his house. Bookcase, whatever. But they said earlier in the game that Sanders still was the rookie and that they would be shadowing over there with a safety. And look, I'll tell you what, I'd much rather have Sanders still take his chance out there one-on-one than St. Juste. Give me the fucking safety over on his side, because that's where we need it.
Are we going to have a conversation here at some point, maybe on a show during the week, where we talk about these one-year free agents that we got in? Because Jeremy Chin had himself a day today.
He did.
And he is only on a one-year deal, as is obviously Bobby Wagner. So we're going to have to look at trying to sort some of these one-year deals out, man.
Now, today.
100%. Yeah, I agree completely.
I agree. I definitely agree. And I think a lot of these guys, because you see that they wanted to come here. Like, we know that Frankie Louvu took less money to come here, right? We know Jeremy Chin made the choice to come here. And now you hear this report coming out of Adam Schefter this week.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Adam Schefter, dude, he uses like a Nokia to record his segments. I can't understand it. That fucking thing looks terrible. But now I've lost track of what I was saying, because I thought about Adam Schefter's fucking phone. And, I'm going to...
Because you were saying that people are coming here and they want to come here now as free agents. And
Right.
people are calling to say, trade me to Washington.
Right.
Which is... we've not heard that ever.
Well, other than when they want money. We've
Well, yeah, I know. Unless you're a retread that you think you can get something out of that needs one big payday, that's normally what's happened. But yeah, Adam Schefter's saying it out there. People are wanting to come to Washington, which is pretty cool. So gives us good momentum. Winning this game also gives us great momentum. Being 7-2, going, hey, we're top of our division. We're likely to go into the playoffs. I mean, I looked at the stats earlier. We're 96% that we should make the playoffs with this record that we've got at the moment. I don't want to count the chickens, but
you're counting them right now.
I am. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm booking my flight for January tomorrow. But this is honestly, I'm getting on this train. We can be there, and honestly, we should be going into Tuesday looking at these targets and saying, you know what, let's get players in now. Let's be buyers. Adam Peters, you got the draft picks, man. Let's be buyers.
And he's got the cash. Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Darian Mathis come back in the game.
Pull the triggers now. It's not about keeping the picks. It's about, even if it's lower end picks, you're going, I'm trading a 7th for a better corner. We need to do this. We need to do this.
We have 3 7ths, 2 6ths.
There you go.
Did Fedarian Mathis come back in the game?
Yes, he did.
All right, so that's good, because we were talking in the chat about Calais Campbell, and you thought I was crazy about spending. I don't think it would cost all that much, and if you need a guy for 10 weeks, there you go. But
Drake May just had a ridiculous play. Oh my God.
Who did?
Drake May.
I
got it on right now. Here it is.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Nice throw.
Absolutely.
Are they in overtime?
Yeah, overtime now. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Losing 2017 now.
I'm bringing up a word, and it's going to rhyme with this guy's name, and everybody's going to know what it is. It's Terry McLaurin, and it rhymes with his name, Terry McLaurin. That motherfucker. What's the word, Jesse?
2 catches off.
Elite.
Two catches?
Elite.
Off 2 balls that was thrown right to him. I mean, I don't know how you think my stance on him would change. He caught the ball.
I'll tell you.
All right.
Well,
did what he's supposed to do. Great receiver.
Even former pro quarterback Mark Sanchez said that touchdown that he caught, the second one that he caught, was so good that it was such a great catch because it was such a tough angle and everything like that. And look, if a guy like Mark Sanchez is going to say it, I got
fucking Mark Sanchez.
Look, you said in on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast the other day, and I would quote the 1 Point Safety Show, but I was busy this Thursday and I didn't get a chance.
Yeah,
so,
of course you were.
Great.
Yeah. But you said that you were hoping Noah Brown had a big game, and he definitely had a big first half.
Yeah.
He made an impact in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, Terry, he hasn't had like great games against the Giants, and I don't know if it's what's his name. I don't know. Did he play? That
he did. He beat him. Yeah.
Dante Banks. Yeah.
Yeah, he played.
But Dante Banks, kind of locks Terry up a little bit, and I just thought that Noah Brown was going to have a big game to kind of alleviate some of that pressure.
Scott, traveling, that locks you up some, right?
Do you not think that? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Do you not think that? I was going to say, do you not think that? Drake May's just thrown an interception there, by the way. Anyway, do you not think that this is a sign of a good team, that you're having a bad day at the office and we still win? You know what I mean?
Yes,
and this is an NFC East game. This puts us now, we're a game ahead again. We're back to being 1-4 game ahead. It's family business, as Scouse likes to say. The NFC East is where you need to win. We had to win this game today. I don't care about the others.
Oh, I agree.
If you sweep, like the Cowboys even are terrible, but that doesn't mean that we're going to win both games. We know what the East is like. The same with Philly. And if you now go 1-1, yeah, I saw that. If you go like one win each against both Philly and against Dallas, then that's the division sewn up. Simple as that.
I'm not sure.
Boy, you are counting chickens so hard, Scott. You got a goal full of them.
This was the guy you were saying we're going to get 6 wins max all year, and now he's
no, I said 7. I think I predicted 7.
We're going to split with these boys.
Well, we're there.
Come on, bro.
No, I'm saying I know it's family business, Scouse, and we could quite easily lose all 4 games. But this was a must-win because the Steelers aren't easy.
No, I think all
going forward,
those are a good team.
This is a tight league, and when you've got the Eagles nipping at your heels, which we do, we're a half a game ahead of them if they win today. The fact of the matter is
they're going to win today. They're playing the Jags. Sorry, Karen.
I said
no, they're already winning. I think.
I said 3 weeks ago we were watching them head over the cliff. We were watching them. Just we're listening to fucking Pat McAfee say all we get out of the bye week is this dickhead haircut. They're arguing on the sidelines. You've got problems over there looking like they're going to happen, and then Philly wakes up and they come alive, and now they look like Philadelphia again. And you can't sit back. You're 100% right. Aside whether it's in division or out of division, every goddamn game that we have to play is a must-win game. Because if you let Philly catch us, we do have 2 games coming up against them. We have a chance to bury these people, and that I think is the most important thing. And the most important thing is brought to you by Abner Woos Delicious Podcast.
Hey, did you see Stevenson's been dropped? He's sitting on the bench at the moment.
Yeah,
Chicago.
Yeah, he's a white. Well, he left practice when he found out that he was being demoted. He left practice. He was like, "Oh yeah, well I'm too good for that," and he walked out. And apparently, everybody in the locker room is now mad at him.
And then did he go and get some pork anus after that? Yeah.
He may have been the cause of his problem.
He went to Abner Woos.
He was waving to the Abner Woos pork anus vendor in the crowd. He wasn't telling anybody to go. He was like, "Yo, I need a large with some fried rice." Abner Woos Delicious Pork Anus, sold at stadiums everywhere.
I've told you, John, already. The salt and pepper version is absolutely spot on.
Yeah, I mean, that means something entirely
Chef's
different.
kiss.
No, fuck that.
No. So I kind of thought early on in the game, Frankie Louvu looked like he was kind of, I saw him a few times getting caught flat-footed. And it almost looked to me, you could see that the Giants were able to manipulate our linebackers. They showed it in several plays where they were able to move our linebackers and make throws over the top or be able to get something that was a counter to the other side and make it work. So, Jesse, did the Giants fuck up in the second half, or did we make an adjustment to basically try to make things better? Second quarter, I'd say we got.
I think a little bit of both. I mean, I said it. I was like, why did they stop running the ball? It was working so.
You said, "Dirty shit pants, sons of bitches, motherfuckers! Why do they not run the fucking ball?"
Yeah.
I think that's
what he was cheering for them.
But
that's what he said after the touchdown.
I think later on in the third quarter, I think it might have been their second drive, they ran a bit, and we slowed them down, better than what it was. But I mean, if I was Dave, I would have been coming out the fucking gun running down our throats because
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they looked at the stat sheet. It was like, oh, Daniel Jones has 0 passing yards. Let me get him some fucking, I don't know. But who fucking cares? Fuck him.
Well, that's why Dayball's going to be fired at the end of the year. Because
You think he's going to be fired soon?
I thought he was going to get fired. I hope he's going to get fired tomorrow, just so I can have a laugh at him. But
Looks like McCarthy might be getting fired.
Well, we're saying the same thing. I think all three coaches from these teams in the East will be gone by the end of the season.
Well, I don't think Sirianni's going anywhere.
Yeah, I do. I think Sirianni's
end of the
gone.
season probably.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, they're flying high and going to be tied with us. My outlook against the Eagles right now, the way they're playing right now, I don't think we have a chance.
Well, big fucking. Anybody shocked about that? Please send your emails.
No.
Nobody's
Exactly,
gonna be surprised about that.
They're a better team all around, man. They got a good defense and the offense is starting to go. It looks like they're on the same page. They weren't in the beginning of the year. They absolutely weren't.
I think
come 4 p.m. Tuesday. 4 p.m. Tuesday, we'll see who's a better team.
You see where, what Tyrone Tracy did to us in the first half.
Yeah, first quarter.
Barkley will triple that.
Yeah, Barkley used to do that when he was with the Giants. Holy shit, he gives me nightmares. He really does. And those.
And don't forget Jalen Hurts as well. He's going to run right through the middle of us. You think Daniel Jones can run? Nah, this guy will just run over us even more so.
Speaking of Jalen Hurts, he looks hurt at the moment.
Who? Jalen Hurts?
Just watching Red Zone, he just got sacked, and he's taken a little while to get back up.
For those of you that have joined us, this is the depressing part of the victory party that we're having after the game today. We're talking about the games that we might lose. And, look, it is a division game, and it is the Giants. And as we talked about this week, and unfortunately we didn't have Scouse on the show because on Fridays he just comes into the chat. Dude, I'd love to have you on sometime, really. But on the Trap-O-Meter...
Want to take the piss on my head? Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Every once in a while I make a joke on you. But
can we talk about how good Wiley was today as well?
We can in a moment. Let me ask Scouse a question, bring him in on this conversation. If you were to talk to us on Friday... You were in the chat. I just didn't happen to see your chart or your comment. But on the Trap-O-Meter, where did you have this game?
I had about 7.
Okay. So we all expected this game to be close.
Close, yeah.
Right? Because it's the Giants, and I don't give a fuck what the hell goes on in this division or however often.
In division, form doesn't mean shit, really.
Especially with them. Especially with them. All right, like I said,
against Philly as well for another one. When we played them a few years back and they were unbeaten and went to their ground and took it to them and beat them. Form was like we were awful. They were the best, and yet we made them look bad. So these things happen in division games, man. It's happened a lot.
The Giants, like I said on Friday, are our true rival. I know everybody's conditioned to hate the Cowboys. But the fact of the matter is, the Giants have ruined more of our parties than the fucking Cowboys have by far. So, to beat them, to sweep them, is sweet indeed. I can't stand them. I fucking hate them. All right, so
Yam's got a really good point here as well, saying our D-line is looking roughed up, but banged up on both sides of the ball at the minute. O-line and D-line, we're banged up quite heavily, which is didn't look good. I think you're right, John, in saying we might have to trade for somebody tackle-wise. We need edge help, and we need cornerback. That's it.
What kind of tackles do we have down on the practice squad? I'm not going to look right now.
I really don't know. We got 2 in, didn't we? We got Sheldon Day in, and we got another guy in last week. I can't remember his name, but obviously Obada can move inside. If Mathis is okay, then that's good. But Johnny Newton needs to step up as well. So I didn't hear him today. Didn't hear him.
Well, I think that what you didn't hear out of him sometimes was made use in other parts. When they did manage to get to Jones, and that they did manage to make Jones do that scared rabbit look and kind of bounce around a little bit. And
he had 2 sacks. I don't know if I'm getting to
one of them, Mathis fucking flattened him. Just fucking jumped on him. That was wonderful. I'm sorry, but I love that. That flattening brought to you by Abner Woos. Pork anus. So let's do some man of the match here. All right, Jesse, who's your man of the match on offense?
Jaden Daniels is not even close.
Jaden Daniels is not even close. I'm going to say something's close, but that's a damn good pick right there because he does make it look easy is what you said.
Made it look easy, man.
Okay.
What was his final stat line? Anybody catch up?
I'll get it up for you
pull it
now.
up.
I think it was under 200 yards though, but again, no.
No, I think it was just over. I think it was just over.
Let me just get that for you now.
207, I think it was, something like that in the end.
Yeah, 209.
Scores. 209.
He's not
9.5 yards per attempt.
Yeah.
128.8 rating. 15 to 22.
His instincts in the pocket are crazy, man. That one blitz they came with, a corner blitz, he just freaking sidestepped that guy. And that dude, I tell you what, his ankles fucking broke trying to stop. And Jaden took off for about 15 yards, 12 yards, something like that. That was all right. All right, so Scouse, your man of the match star on offense.
This is offense, yeah.
Offense.
You know you want to say it. You know.
I'm going to say Biadish. I thought he was superb.
Oh, I think Wiley. He should have gone Wiley.
Nah, he's right though. Biadish had a good
all the
game.
time. You know, I know it's big boy and all. I know it's tight, but you know what I mean. It's like no, Biadish. I thought he was outstanding.
Yeah, he was good. That block on Lawrence, I think we both saw that at the same time.
Lawrence,
that was wow.
Yeah. Well, they had a nice camera angle on that on the replay. That was really nice.
Yeah,
Scotty, what about you, offensive man of the match?
Yep. I'm going to go a little bit outside the box here. I thought Chris Rodriguez Jr. had a great game towards the end. He sealed it for us. You know what I mean? He was very, very good.
4.7 yards a carry, yeah.
So, I'll give C-Rod the man of the match for me.
I'm going to agree with you. That was the one that I was going to give because I think he did. I thought in the fourth quarter, I was wondering where's Eckler and where's McNichols, but dude, he came in. He looked like the back that we thought we saw at the end of last year, where he really would take that first step, hit the hole, and hit it hard. And I like.
We're going to give Terry some flowers as well here. 2 touchdowns.
No, Jesse hates him. He's only got 2 catches today.
With 2 catches, man. Come on. Let's not get carried away here. Let's not get carried away.
All right, how about defensively? Man of the match, Scouts, we'll start with you.
Defensively, fucking hell. I'm struggling here, bro. I'm struggling.
All right, well, then we'll move on.
I got one.
I got one, too.
That's it, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Everybody say it at the same time. Jeremy
Chin.
Chin.
Jeremy Chin.
That's it, Chin.
That's it.
Chin, he was really good.
Chin played really well. I'll go ahead and give a tip of the cap to Fedarian Mathis because that dude has
Quan
been
Martin
really
played
playing
okay.
well. Martin played all right, but yeah, I think Jeremy Chin was
I'll
fine.
tell you who's
Jeremy
getting
Chin
that head smack tomorrow. Mr. Mikey Sanders still. He had a bad game. Not a good game for the Rook.
Yeah, he got kind of.
And Fowler did as well. Even after the first kind of couple of plays, he looked good. And after that,
You let Daniel Jones blow you up. You definitely deserve
you got for a touchdown.
head smack.
Him and
Dorrance Armstrong.
Who was that over there? Was number 6? Who was that? Who was number 6?
Fowler
Fowler.
Jr.
Dante Fowler. Yeah, Fowler. Who did the old? I'm going to try to tackle him with my ear. My arms are useless down here. They're not doing anything.
No,
Jones is a
sorry,
big guy,
Yam. And it wasn't even only that play right there. He had some missteps in coverage as well too.
I mean, Fowler gets a head smack for that, but Scott G is right. Fowler had 3. That's a good stat line. Let's be honest. That is a great stat line.
Yeah.
A forced fumble, 2-6. Yeah, tough.
To be fair, though, I mean, that's nice stats, but the thing is, can he really live it down in the locker room tomorrow when they watch the film?
That you got run over
I hope they blow him up.
On the goal line.
Blow him and
goal
Mikey
line.
Sanders still up. That big dope took 2 of the motherfuckers out. I mean, that's double embarrassing.
That big dope.
That's what I mean, man. It's like weak as piss. Fucking, what's going on, man?
Well, he had the angle on him, and I guess sometimes I don't understand why you can't get. Now Sanders still's not so big, and if Jones gets his elbow in there, he's not going to be able to get his arms out there around him. But I don't know how that had happened.
I'd rather Sam still just put his head in there and go good. Then hit the crown. At least get penalty, but at least take him out with it.
No,
you're
it's only
past
half,
me. Fuck
half
off.
the distance
you know what
to
I mean?
the goal. It's only a
That's what I mean. It's only 1 yard
16-inch
out.
penalty or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. Just absolutely
It is a
lay
first
him out.
down, though. But
Lay him out. No, let's just put my shoulder in him and get smoked. Nah.
yeah, you got to hit him. You got to hit him hard. That's for sure.
So Daniel Jones ended up with 174 yards in the second half. That's not good.
Wow.
Well, how much of it was in the fourth quarter?
20 of 26.
Yeah, That's not good.
I'm saying, man, Daniel Jones should really give us, our own flowers. Because
what he ought to do is
he's only getting his contracts from playing us.
Yeah, he ought to try to bribe the league to get to play us 16 times a year, 17 times a year.
Yeah, man, it's mad.
He plays well against us. But we played better against them today. And, hey, man, everybody's gotten their mans of the match out. We're going to go ahead and jump out of here because I'm hungry and I got to piss. It's been a long afternoon. It's been a great afternoon. Sweeping the New York Giants, to me, is almost as good as sex.
This is the first time that a team has beaten the Giants twice with a rookie quarterback.
Yes.
The first time ever?
First time ever.
The Giants are a 100-year-old team. That's pretty impressive. And so are we. That's pretty damn
Jaden's
impressive.
breaking more records.
Right. So there you go, Giants. A
Pepsi
double
Rookie of the
gigantic
Week.
fuck you from everywhere from
If
history.
he gets Pepsi Rookie of the Week again, it's fucking fixed. And let's
Did
be
you see
honest.
Deuce's video this
Didn't
week?
Bo Nix get Player of the Month?
Yeah.
I don't know. He just got his ass kicked by the Ravens today.
No, but how did that happen though? When Jaden's had 6 out of the last 8 weeks of rookie
Because
of the week?
it was the NFL's Player of the Month, not the Pepsi
right.
Player of the Month.
Oh well. See,
But
even
yeah,
still.
man.
Right. Fair
But
enough. But still.
did you see Deuce's video this week about Pepsi's got to do better? What are you doing giving it to Jaden? Can't you tell everybody gets a trophy? You got to give something to somebody else. His do better videos are funny, man. I like them.
They are. I like the one outside the prison. That was awesome. With Jeremy Reeves. Did you see that one?
No, I don't think
Said he was
I
going to
saw
go
that.
and pay his. Said he was going to go and pay his bail bond because he's locking people up. That was fucking brilliant. I was laughing, but then Revo actually messaged him back. It was so funny. I was
awesome.
like, "Go on." Yeah,
is
he's doing well. Content is good. And Scouse, I enjoyed your pod earlier with Deuce this morning. That was very good.
And I think he's up. He's at the game, right? He's up there.
Yeah.
Probably having himself a really good
Yeah, he
time.
goes
And
at the
of
game,
course,
yeah.
tomorrow we're going to hope to hear from Coach Simple. I'm getting more kicks out of Coach Simple every week, man. Those things are fun. And hey, man, we are 7-2. We're looking good. Everything's looking square and fine. I'm happy. Jesse, you happy?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, Scouts, you happy?
Oh yeah.
Scott,
Seven
Scott,
and
you
two.
happy?
I'm absolutely happy, and you know who else is happy, John? Which is a
who is
great
happy?
segue. Mrs. Happy will be here with us tomorrow because it's another Victory Monday.
That's right. It's Victory Monday, so here she would be. Miss Happy would say hello to everybody, and there she goes. Hey, Miss Happy. Hey, whoa. Oh, hey, baby. So, yeah, Miss Happy, we'll see you tomorrow here on the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast. All right, so let me give everybody their propers. All right, Scott and Scouse appear to us courtesy today of Abner Woo's Pork Anus, and Abner Woo is, of course, a fine sponsor of the 1 Point Safety Show. You guys are on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S.
We will be we'll be back to 3 p.m. just because of daylight saving time. We went at 4 last week.
You better.
We'll be here. We'll be here on Thursday.
I got to say, the gardening segment you guys had last week was fucking riveting. I have never heard...
Oh,
Dude,
the Commanders just. I'm going to send this to you, the group chat.
I thought we were on the same page about their radishes. I thought that was just...
This is good. This is from the Commanders team page.
Okay.
All right. All right, check
so,
it out.
I do like these Eagles Kelly green uniforms, but I'd rather let me see the old style white helmets with the green eagle feather on it. That I think would look pretty cool. All right, so 1 Point Safety Show Thursday at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. You will see us on the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast.
Love that, Jesse.
Yeah, that was good.
Fun. Let me see what this looks like.
Commanders are having fun with old Adam Rank.
Oh, yeah? Fuck Adam Rank. Adam Rank, who received our first Wank of the Week award here on the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast.
To be fair, the worst thing is, he is Adam Yank, really.
He is Adam Wank.
Yank. Is he Yank, isn't he, like you lot?
What? He's a Yank like us?
Is he Yank?
He's a Wank.
Yeah.
He's a wank.
See, now Scouse is getting all upset because I'm a Wank. Wait a minute, what?
No. He's the Yankee Wank.
Sounds like something that your mother would have scared you with. If you touch it, the Yankee Wank's going to come and get you. Don't you touch it. All right. I think we are officially...
Thanks everyone in the chat for joining us as well for this half an hour rant. We appreciate you.
Yes, it's the same bang, Johnson. It's the same bang.
Who is that? Yes, that's me. How are you, Olag? Johnson Seabass, how are you, man? This is me. And you can still got my old my logo right there. Yay. So, hey, man, we will see you all tomorrow night at 5:30 on... thanks, man. We stuck. This... I didn't know any of these guys when I was making those cartoons, but this is a new segment of life.
Well,
I'm glad to see you here.
You should join in because we still have a lot of fun on this.
We do
indeed.
Podcast.
We have a lot of fun. It's a wholly different kind of fun, but we'd like to have a lot of fun on this podcast, which is usually why we invite Scott to be our permanent guest. Scott's always a permanent guest. All right, then. We will see you all tomorrow evening at 5:30 on the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast to celebrate even more of this 7-2 start and to celebrate even more of fucking Daniel Jones square up his dupa.
Boom.
Oh, I didn't hit the button yet. Oh, here.
I got it.